Top 10 shocking celebrity interviews that made them walk off. Starting off with number 10, Jim Carrey. You will feel very, very uneasy during this interview with Jim Carrey on the red carpet. The actor says there's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am as he walks in circles around the presenter. You have to admit that it has very little significance. Carrey goes on to say, boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we can come up with, in response to the reporter's explanation that they are at the event to honor icons. It's similar to icons. Do you have faith in icons? I don't trust in characters. I don't completely accept that they exist. However, there is a brilliant scent in the air. He went on to say, yeah, I don't believe in personalities or icons. I believe that peace transcends one's personality, the creation of the sky, and the red S on one's chest that causes bullets to bounce off of it. I think it goes much further than that. A classic Carrey response, never know what this guy's up to. On to number 9, Robert Downey Jr. If you were ever wondering, asking RDJ about his father and his relationship with substances during Iron Man promo does not go down well. Just ask Krishnan Guru Murthy. Yikes. Don't be like him. Just stick to the normal questions and you'll have everyone on board with your interview. Or you could always be edgy and ask RDJ what his favorite Avenger is aside from himself. Well, we already know it's not Hawkeye. RDJ has been vocal about that in the past. He even said, I don't think I'm eligible for that position, so there you go. Don't try asking him about Hawkeye's strengths and weaknesses. That won't get you anywhere. Either way, when it comes to interviewing Robert Downey Jr., just remember, stay safe and keep it fun. Ask him about his new projects, life as an actor, and his thoughts on the MCU. That should keep you and him entertained. Who knows? He might even talk about the time he was arrested for substance possession while filming Iron Man. Now that would make for a great interview. Just don't forget to be respectful. RDJ doesn't like it when people cross the line. I mean, no one should. Number 8, Jeffree Star. Although there seems to be an online consensus that Jeffree Star has absolutely done some foul things in his life, such as using his fortune for big money payouts to keep people quiet, it hasn't seemed to dim his star whatsoever. The Personalities Cosmetics brand is still very strong, and his apologies for past behavior has only been criticized as being not only insincere but insensitive, like when he mentioned the passing of Breonna Taylor and Elijah McClain to distract from the heat he was facing online. But the one thing that can't be denied is his influence on YouTube's beauty community. From lipsticks to eye palettes, he's been a pioneer in giving us some of the most vibrant and creative makeup products, for better or for worse. From the latest controversies to his makeup products, Jeffree Star has certainly made an impact in the beauty world, and is something that likely won't be going away anytime soon, whether you're a fan or not. On to number 7, Quentin Tarantino. A female journalist asked director Quentin Tarantino about Margot Robbie's character Sharon Tate's lack of lines at a press conference for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He reacted with a snarl and refused to respond. Quentin, you've put Margot Robbie, a very talented actress, in your films. She was with Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. She was in I, Tonya, was how the conversation started. Yet in this film, you haven't really given her many lines. I'm speculating that was an extremely purposeful decision on your part, and I was simply asking why that was. Why don't we hear her talk more often? The reporter inquires. The response from Tarantino is, well, I just reject your hypothesis. Margot added, I always look to the character and what the character is supposed to serve to the story. I think the moments that I got on screen gave an opportunity to honor Sharon and the likeness. I don't think it was intended to delve deeper, and I think the tragedy ultimately was the loss of innocence. And to really show those sides of her, I think could be adequately done without speaking. I did feel like I got a lot of time to explore the character even without dialogue specifically. Number 6, Dakota Johnson. During a live interview on the Oscars 2015 red carpet 50 Shades of Grey's, Dakota Johnson was joined by mother Melanie Griffith and proceeded to fall out with her right away. When asked what it was like having her mother there by her side, Dakota replied with a dry, "It's great, it's complicated." Oh, the joy of growing up with a Hollywood mom. Talk about drama queen training from day one. Let's hope the relationship is back on track, and most importantly that Dakota isn't too scarred to come back for more interviews. Meanwhile, we must give kudos to Johnson for her admirable composure during the awkward moment. She might not have won an Oscar that evening, but she definitely deserves one for keeping her cool. The fun didn't end there though. A few minutes later on the red carpet, Dakota was interviewed by Ryan Seacrest and asked whether her mother was in attendance at the after Oscars party. Her response, a classic eye roll, and no, don't even go there. We've all been there. The struggles of getting your parents to accept a night out with your friends are real. Let's hope these two can put their differences aside sooner rather than later. After all, you can take the girl out of the mother-daughter relationship, but you can't take the mother-daughter relationship out of the girl. It just goes to show that no matter how famous you are, family feuds never change. We all know that these moments are often temporary, and both Dakota and Melanie will look back at this red carpet moment, hopefully, with a smile in years to come. On to number 5, Samuel L. Jackson. When a news anchor confused Samuel L. Jackson with Lawrence Fishburne. We don't all look alike, Samuel burst in response. We may all be black and famous, but we don't all look alike. You're busted. You're an entertainment reporter and you don't know the difference between me and Lawrence Fishburne? Everyone laughed, but it was a teachable moment for us all. It's clear that we can't make assumptions about people just because they're part of the same racial group. We need to do better. And from then on, anytime someone made a mistake like that, Samuel was sure to help them out. In his own words, we ain't all the same, my friend. The lesson here is simple. Whether you're an entertainment reporter or not, everyone could use a little more effort when it comes to understanding different cultures and backgrounds. We should never be quick to assume that someone looks like anyone else based solely on the race. Let's take this moment as an opportunity to really think before we speak and make sure we don't fall into this type of habit again. Samuel really showed us just how important it is to be mindful of our words and actions when it comes to understanding others. Anyway, on to number 4, Cara Delevingne. From the Cara Delevingne to this, you seem a little irritated. We'll let you go take a little nap and maybe get a Red Bull. This Paper Towns interview did not go well for Good Morning Sacramento. Cara Delevingne is a woman of many talents, model, actress, and now international superstar for her hilarious response to the anchor's question. At least we can appreciate her candidness and sense of humor, but maybe next time they should try a different approach when interviewing someone as talented as Cara. She might just surprise everyone with another witty comeback. And this should be a lesson to any budding news anchors out there who are interviewing celebrities. Always take your time to think about what questions you're going to ask them beforehand, or else you may end up getting an answer you never expected, like from Cara Delevingne. On to number 3, Gwen Stefani. During an episode of The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon when Dua was guest hosting, she accidentally referred to Gwen's partner Blake as her husband when they weren't married at the time. So I've heard that you've been spending quarantine with your husband Blake Shelton at the ranch in Oklahoma, Dua said. Who else was with you? How was that? Gwen replied, well, he's not my husband, before easing the awkwardness with, but that sounded cool when you said it. Happily, 1 year after the awkward exchange between Dua and Gwen in August 2020, she and Blake tied the knot on his ranch in July 2021. Cute. We can only imagine how fun their wedding must have been. We bet there was plenty of singing and dancing, something both Gwen and Dua definitely know how to do. Who knows, maybe even a special duet between the two ladies? That would truly be something to witness. Whatever happened at that wedding, we're sure it was one memorable night for everyone involved. And here's hoping that Dua will get another chance on The Tonight Show to show off her hosting chops. This time without any more awkward missteps. I think she'd make an amazing host once again, right? Number 2, Hailey Bieber. It looks like Hailey Bieber will never beat the Mean Girl allegations online. Jelena fans targeted the model for years, accusing her of being romantically involved with JB while dating Selena. This time, Hailey is facing backlash for reportedly copying her husband's ex. Are people going overboard with these theories, or are they onto something? And finally, number 1, Daniel Craig. Everyone from Prince William and Kate Middleton to Daniel Craig were at the premiere. But judging by one particular interview, the actor is over being asked about who's going to replace him as James Bond. He answered with, "Not my problem." As for whether he'd ever return as Bond, nope, he said. That ends that one then. But that is all for today. Let me know what you think about these awkward celebrity interviews, and if you have any more, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorite celebrities, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.